What's going on, guys? How you doing today? What's going on? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. This is my 8th week, guys. My 8th week doing this YouTube thing. Thank you guys very, very much for continuing to ride with me. Thank you guys very, very much. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Have a seat right there. Make sure you pull that door too. Come on in, guys. How you guys doing today? This is Tim with Tim's on Demand YouTube channel, getting better and better each day and each week. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys had a nice, great, fruitful, and I use the word fruitful because, it's the fruit of our labors, and I know that we look forward towards the weekend for those who don't have to work on the weekends, and shout out to those who do have to work on the weekends, right? When you work, the fruit of your labor is you get to relax with your family, do things that you want to do that you normally won't do throughout the week. You get to pay bills, you get to create bills, and so forth. So, shout out to you guys. Before I get started on my topic today, guys, I just want to say a couple of things. Just give you two updated news. I'm sure you guys already heard here in Jacksonville, Florida. An unfortunate incident happened where there was mass shooting and it was racially motivated. Just want to touch on that for a second. It's getting, it's been bad for many years now with the mass shootings in this country, but it's getting even worse and worse. Now it's just put on the hands of the politicians to do something about this. Because how can you, as the police or FBI agency, say, well, we knew about this person X amount of years ago, but they got access to these AR-15s or AR-16s or whatever these military weapons are. How does that happen? How do they even get the guns in their hands? And then the politicians don't have nothing in place for black people. We have no protection order. We're just sitting ducks, unfortunately. But yet, every 2 to 4 years, we're supposed to come vote for you, right? So I don't want to get into that because this is not what this channel is about. It's about uplifting people. But I just want to say to the loved ones and of the victims, my prayers and thoughts go out to you and your family and your friends and everybody that was impacted at the Family Dollar. My prayers go out to you, your family, and may the people that was unfortunately victims in this situation, may you rest in peace. I'm actually recording about 6 to 8 miles away from where the incident happened at. And when something like this happens, it really impacts the environment, the community, us as a people as a whole. But I really, really, it's just, the politicians, they come out and they say condolences and so forth, but we have no protection in this country, guys, unfortunately. And the Democratic Party pretend like they're on our side, but they're really not. We don't have either side on our side, to tell you the truth. That's why I tell people when they vote, they need to vote as independent. And we need to stop with this voting the lesser two evil. No, when you vote, and I'm talking specifically to my black people, when you vote, anybody can, but this goes to anybody, by the way. But when you vote for your best interest, how it affect you and your family. You understand what I'm saying? Not the lesser of two evil, no. You vote how it would affect you and your future and your family. Okay? Not only just in cases and situations like this, where tragedy and terrorism happens, but also when you're doing business as well. All right? Especially if you have a small business that you're trying to run. You vote in your best interest, guys, okay? So, once again, I want to say this was an awful situation that happened, unfortunately, where 3 people lost their lives and a coward took his. And, my heart and prayers goes out to the family. And I say that with a sincere heart. Things like this shouldn't happen, but it does, unfortunately. Second thing I have to say is also we're going to be experiencing some tropical storms here. Now, listen, I live in the state of Florida. So this is a normal thing every year, once a year, okay? Once a year, we have tropical storms, okay? So, and it's usually in August, guys, By the time it comes up to where I'm at in Jacksonville, it veers off into the oceans. But you never know. So today I'm going to go get some water and get a couple of supplies and so forth and just get ready for the storm for the next 3 days, I think it is. And just going to stay shut in. I might go to Publix, no, or Walmart or wherever, and stock up on some supplies and stuff and just chill for the next 3 or 4 days. I still will give you guys commentary, positive feedback. But today, guys, I just want to keep it positive in the midst of a storm and in the midst of unfortunate stuff that happens like this, terrorism, where unfortunately innocent people were murdered. I still like to keep stuff positive, on the positive tip. And today's topic is, where are you currently in your life? That's right, guys. Where are you currently in your life? And what are your future goals? This is a question that we have to ask ourselves on a daily basis. Where are you currently in your life? And what are your future goals? Now, when you lay out your future goals, for some people, 2 to 5 years work. Some people it's 2 to 3 years. Some people have an annual goal. It all boils down and depends on what type of career or goal that you're trying to do. Okay? Give you a good example. One is, of course, if you want to be an attorney or a doctor or something like that, of course, your goal is going to be anywhere from 8 to 12 years, right? If you want to be an engineer, it could be up to 4 to 5 years. It just depends on what field of engineering that you want to do. But I'm talking about the day-to-day life that we go through, guys. Not so much as struggles, but just trying to accomplish one goal at from another. Because I know, for me personally, I have to write down my goals and achieve them one by one, instead of trying to clutter them all in one day, because that doesn't work for me. I've tried to do that before, and sometimes, I can get a couple of those goals out, but I need to sort my goals out. That works for me, and I have to write them down, even on an index card. But what about you? And I want you guys to leave a comment in the comment section and let me know how you sort out your goals day to day. Because life is full of moments. I've told you guys this plenty of time in my commentary in the past. And every day we need to be goal driven, because we're dreamers. By nature, God give us dreams, right? Until we put in the ground, God give us dreams. Even I've watched people who were in the prison system say that they still have dreams. They still have goals in their life. Even though they're incarcerated for however many years, they still have goals. And one of the things I notice about people who are incarcerated for a long time, especially 5, 10, 15, 20 years or so, because they have time to think, a lot of times, not all of them, but some of them, maybe half of them probably, because they have time to reflect and think, and they don't have all of this distraction in the outside world, now they can accomplish their goal by not only just getting their GEDs or degrees, bachelor's degrees and so forth, but they get the time to actually go to the library and read about the laws and read about, one guy said that he wanted to own a flower shop, and he had the time to actually, because he had 15 years bid, right? And he had the time to sort out how, when he gets out of the prison system, how he can start his job, guys. How he can get money, or probably go and work in a construction type job or some type of service, food service type job, and save his money so that he can buy an abandoned building and so forth and build it up, whereas he can afford to do that, and he can do it step by step because he has the time to reflect on not only the crime that he possibly committed, allegedly, but also he can reflect on how he can take it step by step each day to get to his future goal, to get out and to be a better part of the community and be of service to the community as well. But for us law-abiding citizens and everyday folks, we get so distracted, guys, day to day. We get so distracted with foolishness a lot of times on social media, believe it or not, that we don't take the time to figure out what we need to do. Simple goals, even little simple goals, we don't accomplish them because we're so distracted from day to day. That's why in yesterday's world, before the internet in 1994 and 95, people were able to accomplish their goals a lot better because we didn't have all this social media distraction. Even when we had the internet, all the way up until 2008 or 9, people were able to accomplish their goals because we didn't have all of these little social media apps and so forth. Yes, social media is very good, and you got to take the bitter with the sweet because there's good and there's bad in all formats, but you got to put priorities first in your life. And for some of us, it's an act of Congress to do that, right? And what my whole show is about today is just basically letting you chime in on what's the most important thing in your life, especially if you're trying to achieve a goal. That's all I'm trying to do, guys. Just make you aware of what you already know. And say, get off your butt and do it. Right? Because I believe in you. Hopefully you believe in me, right? For the last 8 weeks, guys, I've been staying consistent on this YouTube thing because I believe in this dream that I have. And it's going to get better and better. Like I said, in the next couple of days, we're going to have this storm coming up. I don't know what is to come about. I'm still going to broadcast, like I stated earlier. Also, excuse me, I'm going to get some water and things and stay in lockdown mode. You know, that's how it is in Florida. You know, some people are going to be boarding up in South Florida and so forth. A lot of businesses are going to be closed. A lot of people are going to be working from remote. You know, it's just all a safety precaution, right? But it's very, very important on a daily basis, guys, that we stay focused on our dreams. Okay? Write it down. My suggestion for everybody is to write down your future goals to try to achieve them. Write them down, guys. And you do it step by step, guys. And if one thing doesn't work, you veer to another option for this goal. Okay, maybe this is not working. Let me try this. Let me try this. Let me try that. And sometimes you have to ask people what their opinions are. Quit being so arrogant and thinking that you know everything, and reach out to other people for help, especially surrounding yourself around people who are actually working in the field or doing whatever it is that you need to do to get to that goal. Hell, it could be something as simple as planting gardens and beautifying your lawn. And shout out to those people who beautify America, right? And that's just what I want to touch with you guys with today. This weekend, I just kind of took it easy, just relax. You know, good news is that Jacksonville Jaguars has won all three of their preseason games. And I wish them very much success. And, you know, guys, unfortunately, terrorism is going to happen. No matter what country you're in, it's gonna happen. And it is what it is, right? But we just got to strive for a better tomorrow, and you always want to keep prayer in your life. I go to that inner light, which is called prayer. And I ask God on a daily basis to guide me. I prayed before I got on this camera to make me a better person. And every time I pray, guys, I feel a lot better. I feel peace within me. And you need to do whatever works for you, but you need to put prayer into action if you want to accomplish your goals, right? And sometimes you just need to meditate. I know sometimes when I leave you guys, I said, just leave while I meditate on our subject today. I mean that in a positive way, because I am a positive motivator for now, and I'm trying to make this more not only educational but entertainer. And I will have you guys to chime in, but I just want to give you guys a couple of weeks. I'm sorry, a couple of weeks. And no, I'm not editing this. A couple of months or 3 to get to know me as a person before I start live streaming. And that's the real on that. I want to do 2 to 3 months. So far I've done 2 months, but I'm looking at 2 to 3 months before I start live streaming with you guys. That way I get my foot in the door with you guys, build up your trust, because that's important to me, and give you guys better commentary. And with that being said, if you like today's show or you like the content that I'm putting out, please consider subscribing to the channel. Tomorrow is going to be a better day, and I'm going to have a better show for you guys. And please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that like button and that notification. That way you'll know when new content and video shorts are being presented, okay? And with that also being said, I'm not just Tim, but I'm Tim's On Demand. I've started working on my fashion channel. Haven't forgot you guys. I'm going to drop it on y'all real soon with a link in the description at the bottom. Just had a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, I've been just chiming in onto this channel mainly because I still am a new YouTube content creator, even though I got 2 months in, right? So with that also being said, guys, I want to thank you guys very, very much for spending some time with me. And do me a favor, please go ahead and let yourself out the door. Go ahead and let yourself out. And make sure you close that door. Pull it to so no flies and critters won't come in. And I want you guys to have a very great rest of your afternoon, evening, and night. Tomorrow is a better day. And tomorrow I will come out with better content, okay? Just want to chime in with you guys and let you guys know what's going on. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow.